Hi, I'm Angela DeValda-Sirico. One of the issues we all face as dance teachers is trying to get our dancers to have a good position in passe or retire where they are not sickling the foot, especially with younger dancers. And sickling of the foot is mainly caused by lack of strength in the ankle area. So I am going to show you some ankle exercises that are going to help this, but this one exercise I like very much because not only does it really make the dancers aware of their positioning, but it helps me to demonstrate how they don't need to move their hips at all. I love doing things on the floor with exercises and strengthening because it's very safe, and it also demonstrates clearly to the dancers how they have to use their bodies. So this is a very simple exercise. This is Emily, my assistant today, and she's sitting beautifully tall. Now this stance of the sitting position is extremely important. So often dancers cave in or they rock back, and she's sitting absolutely straight with the energy coming out the top of her head, and that's very important. Her legs are beautifully straight and her feet are flexed. So Emily, we're going to start the exercise. We take the feet to turned out position, and now from there we're going to point the right foot and draw it up the leg. As you can see, her heel is beautifully forward, so there's no chance of sickling, and her ankle is nice and tight, and then you take it back down again to a standing position, and then flex the feet and bring them together. And then we're going to do it on the other side. So turn out, draw the left foot up, and take it back down, and okay, so let's just do the beginning of the exercise, Emily, once again, because I want to show you, take it up to retire. That's it. This is Emily's natural turnout here. There's space here, all right, because that's where she's just natural on her turnout. And of course, that can be improved. And you can give just a little pressure, helping her to relax in that hip area so that she can lower that leg and then go back down again. That's it. And that will help them understand how actually they are able to lower the knee a little bit more. But of course, where they make their mistake, so often dancers, and by the way, this can happen with dancers of any age, they tense in the groin and hip flexor area, so they're unable to really open up those joints and really have a good turnout. And if there's no turnout, more chance to have those funny kind of feet that are very ugly, as we know. So this is a great exercise. It's very simple. It can be done slowly, but it does just help the dancer to be aware of their positioning. And they understand the hips don't move. And so now we're going to stand up, Emily, and we're going to do the same thing, darling, just standing. So Emily's going to put her arms through first to a good second position. Now, the posture and the stance and the use of the port de bras is really important because otherwise there's no balance. So first of all, let's start long neck, beautiful, well-supported top of the arm through the back, using the back muscles to really support it, and also using all the core muscles. Remembering the core muscles come all around, they wrap around. So it's very important not just to focus with the front, but also the back has to be strong, around the sides, right to the front. And the buttock muscles need to be, as if you're making it behind very small so that you're well supported. And at the same time, thinking of pushing the inner thighs forward. And if you can get them to do all of that, the next step is so much easier. So now let's try standing, doing the same exercise, Emily. All right, so we're going to lift the right leg up, heel comes forward, and down. And the left leg, good girl, and down. And at this age, it's not that easy always to balance on one leg. But what I always tell my dancers is to have like an elevator feeling going on so that the supporting heel pushes into the ground and the upper body reaches up into the sky away from it. So you have those two forces working together, and that's when you're going to have good balance. And then you feel confident with it and you don't have to worry, right? Of course, there's always going to be a little bit of the lifting of the hip at this age, and it's understanding that the movement must come from under the hip and that the hip isn't involved at all. And Takes a little time to get that through, but if you keep persevering with the students and really reinforce that constantly, in a short time they'll get it. Thank you, Emily.